Is this really going to be the gem of Kentucky, or is this just going to be a lump of coal? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today on the Bar Top, we're doing a little bit of a review of a bottle that I have wanted since I heard it was coming out. Today is my birthday, and well, I got this bottle for my birthday, and I cannot wait to crack this open. This is the 2XO by Dixon Dedman, Gem of Kentucky. These are the first single barrel releases from Dixon Dedman himself. This one specifically is barrel number 72. Now, the thing about these bottles is that your traditional 2XO offerings, the Innkeeper, the Phoenix Blend, the Tribute Blend, those are all bottled at 104 proof. And then his other offering, I believe that's bottled at 90 or 94 proof. I could be completely wrong on that. But with this, he's watered it down, diluted it just enough to down to 108 proof. So he says that it's not a lot of dilution. No, it's just enough to bring it down to where it's palatable for a lot of people. The thing about this bottle, though, is it is now, I think, the most expensive I spent on a bottle MSRP. This bottle is going to run you about $200 if you want to pick it up. That was, I was okay with that. I wanted to get a nice bottle for my birthday, and well, here we are. But before we get into the video, though, I have to thank you guys again for the love and support. Like I said last video, we hit 5,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you guys enough. That was an amazing Thanksgiving surprise. I am doing the drawing for the Blantons and the sweatshirt t-shirt giveaway winners on Friday. This Friday coming up. So I'm going to leave a link down below to that video to go leave a comment, EDD Van Winkle, on that video to be entered into the giveaway. Also, today is Cyber Monday, so if you want your opportunity to go purchase some Everyday Drinker apparel, the store link is down below as well for you to get 20% off all purchases. At this moment, hats are out of stock, unfortunately, but all of the sweatshirts, t-shirts, and the beanie is still available, so make sure you go over to the store if you've been wanting to pick up some Everyday Drinker apparel. The code is EDD Cyber, all capitals. That is down below. And if you like the content, smash that like button. Leave a comment down below on if you've had your opportunity to try the 2XO Gem of Kentucky. But without further ado, I can't wait to open this bottle up for my B-Day. 27 on the 27th. That's absolutely crazy to me. But you know what? Here we go. Cracked open. And let's give this a nice pour. All right, here we are. Now, just like the Pappy from last week, I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes, give it the time that it needs to open up, and I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's been about 10 minutes in this glass. I can smell it as soon as I walk into the room. Now, Dixon Dedman himself has stated that his favorite barrels, I believe, are in the 20s to 30s. These barrels have a variety of flavors, some of them savory, some of them sweet, some of them really nicely put in the middle of that savory sweet from the beginning to the finish of that specific barrel into the bottle. Now, like I said, this is barrel number 72. Let me read you the back of the bottle here real quick before we get into the glass. The Gem of Kentucky series is made up of hand-selected single barrels from my proprietary high-rye bourbon mash bill, which I rebarrel in new oak barrels with varying char levels. Each single barrel expression is unique and bottled just below barrel proof to meet my standards for the most premium release for 2XO. We don't know the specific mash bill of this. We don't know where this is coming from. We don't know the age of this. We're just going off of hype, honestly, and hoping that this is super mature, a really nice single barrel that Dixon Dedman was able to get his hands on. And well, we're gonna find that out right now. I will let you know that that is very dark, looks really nice. Nowhere near as dark as the 13th Colony, but hey, it's a nice dark amber color. So without further ado, let's get into the nose. That smells so sweet. I'm getting that sweet char. A lot of the times that from what I was getting on that 13th Colony, I'm getting off of this at the moment. I'm getting a little touch of tobacco, which is giving me a little bit of that savoriness. dark candy fruits, like really, really dark, like almost like, what is it, prunes and dried apricots. There's a little bit of raisinness in there. Super, super dark, dense, really confined, sugary, sweet fruits in this. A touch of brown sugar. There's a hint of cinnamon. Being a higher rye, I would think that I would find a little bit more of that like cinnamon punch, those baking spices in there. But at this moment, I'm really not finding that. I'm finding those really deep, dark, rich fruitiness coming out of this glass right now. And that cinnamon is just like a light layer on top, a nice little light dusting, a coating over top with a little bit of brown sugar. Really beautiful nose. And you can dig your nose in this glass and not find a lot of ethanol kick coming through. This is in my wheelhouse of proofs at 108. I'm going to double check that. That's 108 proof. I love that like 105 to 115, 120 max. This is at that lower echelon of my preferred proof range. And I hope that this drinks super, super nicely. I'm getting a little bit of a coffeeness coming off of this too with that tobacco. You get a little coffee, a touch of that espresso. It's super warm and inviting, and that rich, dense fruit is coming through so nicely. This just smells so nice. It smells like it's a double oaked bottle. Really, really pleasant. I'm not getting a lot of those savory aspects that some of his barrels were having, some people were saying. This is more on that dense fruit sweetness that, you know, I'm really enjoying. But nonetheless, we don't just smell our bourbon, we drink it. And here's to you. Cheers to everybody. And let's get into it. Wow. That's so nice. That's so nice. That is so nice. This is what I'll say. If you take the 13th Colony, double barreled, super barrel proof, and just bring it down a little bit, bring it down a couple notches, this is what you're going to get out of that. I'm getting this really, really rich molasses, almost just like dense, dark brown sugar coating over my tongue. That really, really sweet char is coming through on the back end, just like that 13th Colony did. You know, it was super, super enjoyable all the way through. And this is so, so enjoyable. I'm getting a little touch of licorice, which, you know, isn't my favorite jam in the world. But with the overwhelmingly sweet components that are coming through on this, it's there. And I'm getting a little bit of an oaky characteristic that I'm really a big fan of right now. There's a touch of a very dry, dark chocolate in here as well. I'm getting almost a little bit of a burnt sugar, something that isn't derived as the best thing in the world, but it's almost like just the top of a creme brulee, which is, oh my God, so nice. It is. I had creme brulee last night, and it's literally bringing me back to just what I had last night. And man, oh man, that is so nice. So nice. It's got this little pepper punch on the mid to almost end of the finish that reminds me a lot of the Smoke Wagon. That like nice white peppery that's definitely coming from the rye that is really, really pleasant as well. That's one of my favorite notes that I get on the palate of some of these bottles that come out of a higher rye mash. And wow, that is really darn good. It is almost just as much as deliciousness as that 13th Colony double oaked, but not as punchy and proofy in your face. This is one that, you know, if you have one or two, you can enjoy this more often than the 13th Colony. Or if you want to have just that double oak kind of night, this is one that you break out in the beginning. You know, you enjoy it first, you open your palate up for that at that 108 proof, and then you ramp it up and you punch yourself in the face with the 13th Colony. This is really, really good. Is it worth $200 though? I don't know. You know, that's always, price is always subjective to some people, you know. I mean, I personally would say 90% of you would never spend $200 on this bottle, and that is a-okay. That is 100% your choice on how you spend your money. If you are looking to spend, you know, money on a bottle and you see this on the shelf, you're not quite sure if it's worth the pickup. I myself, at barrel number 72, if you see it on the shelf, I highly recommend picking up barrel 72. A lot of the guys, Mash and Drum, a couple other guys have barrels like in the 20s and 30s. They say that those are must-gets as well. Now, I am going to go off and say that barrels in the 70s, I will say, are must-gets as well. Not muskets, like a gun. The must-get. It's a must-get, not a must-kit. I hope you understand that. But barrel number 72, you see it. I know it's in the shelves here in Jersey. It's a must-have for me. At $200, if you're willing to spend it, I'd pick it up. If not, let it sit on the shelf and let somebody else get it that wants it. But that's so good. It's so dense in the sweetness. I'm getting that fruitiness coming through as well now. And it is a really, really good pour. This does not have a lot of savoriness in there. You know, I'm getting that little bit of that tobacco-iness, and that's probably going to be that savory quality that's going to come out of this bottle. But I really enjoy that tobacco quality a lot of the times. You know, this is one that would go really, really well with a cigar, in my opinion. So if you get this bottle, toke on a cigar a little bit, because this is a really, really good one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go check out the store. Code is EDDCyber down below. Also, go check that link down to the video for your chance to win a bottle of Blantons single barrel bourbon on Friday. But until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.